Finally started my website. Thoughts? Hi guys, I finally purchased my own domain to start selling online. I have quite a few ideas yet to come through which won't begin until I finish my final year of college, as I just don't have the time right now. What do you guys think of my website? I've only just set it up 2 days ago and haven't done much with it. If you guys have any constructive on how to enhance it and make it look more professional, I would be glad to see what you suggest. It's still in its beta stage and I'm not going to upgrade it to a business account until I have the rest of my products ready to sell. Website, regards, Sean. Why should I buy from you and not from another more credible watch retailer? Being a watchmaker myself, I'm very skeptical when purchasing watches online without verification of authenticity and credibility. I have been selling watches in Dubai face-to-face for quite some time now just as a hobby. It's a business, as you would know, that is built up by gaining credibility. This will come as time goes on and customers have experience with dealing with me. Building an online trusted customer base won't be easy but will assemble as time goes on. I have also had a watch sent to me without paying for it until it arrived in Dubai. I quickly sent the payment after I had checked the watch out. It's trust like that which builds customers. I'm sure the sender wouldn't hesitate on giving me a reference, for example. Do you have thought on the actual layout of the website? I was more thinking of advertising the watches online and selling locally face-to-face as a trusted business, not worldwide as of yet. Please browse our typo. Thanks. Sorted it. A bit of feedback in regards to your email. Get a domain email sapg@ is very unprofessional. Selling high-end luxury goods, you need to reek of professionalism. Good luck. Thanks mate. That's the first thing I was going to do as soon as I upgrade to my business account to start selling. It all costs, so therefore I would like to be earning money with the straps etc. I will be selling on my eBay account and on the website to cover the costs of it. A few thoughts: 1. More pics for the watches. 2. Are the watch pics you have ones you took? The backgrounds are all different. It looks to me like they are pics you found on Jizz. 3. Your name tells me you are one-man show. Not sure if good or not. 4. The top of your home page is taken up by your logo and white space. Use less white space. Show more product above the fold. 5. Start an email list. Send alerts for new models. Thanks. 2 of them are of the actual watches that I have for sale, the rest are off other websites. Couldn't take pics as they aren't with me right now due to travel. I think I'll have to change the template of website layout as I didn't like the amount of white space either. I plan to maybe have a slideshow of watches containing links to different brands etc. I'll try and take all of that into account when I redesign it in May. Thanks for the pointers as well. Hey Sean, just had a look. Great work for 2 days. From a branding perspective, if you aim for the luxury e-commerce sell, I would suggest to focus your energy on creating a consistent premium frame throughout your page, name, layout, color coding, images, etc. Some remarks and suggestions: name, signals young brand, more discount type of offer layout. If you're not too hugely into web design, I'd go for an e-commerce solution that offers layouts designed from guys that know how to translate the luxury feel through margins, typography and elements. You made the page with Weebly, right? If you do have the time in May, I would choose a solution, e.g. OpenCart, that offers external high-quality layouts. Color coding: there are a couple of classic luxury type color combinations. Check out one of those pages and find them on images. Agree with Mike_D. High resolution, high detail. Or hire a freelancer and let them recreate a page like BTW awesome image examples for attention to detail. Looking forward to your progress. Actually I kinda like your site design. Clean, simple, not puking jQuery all over the place. But from an e-commerce perspective, I think you need more than 5 watches to convince people to frequent your site. Needs way more pictures. Depending on your primary market, you may want to change that it's quoted in dollars or UAE dirhams. Or add a converter that auto-converts pricing and lists them. I'd try to mimic the way user David Swan the Rolex forums presents his watches or photos. Go to the for sale section over there and he won't be hard to find. Up close quality photos from all angles. Nobody wants to purchase a used watch to find a giant scratch on it that was mistakenly left out of the photos. They're luxury items. Present them as such and display the boxes or papers or tags or cards. Don't just say you have them. Best of luck from a fellow watch guy. I think that your website needs some powerful images as well. Get an impressive first impression, maybe hire a professional for that. Also, if you can somehow remove the weedy logo. If I am going to buy a watch that cost £4,000 through internet, I expect a top quality website. Just as an ideas, impressive design for being a 2 days job. Good luck mate. Nope. My cousin sells watches to football players here in England and I don't think they would be impressed by a website like that. A high-end watch website should look professional and look like it's had thousands of pounds spent on it. Also you need to have a good media presence on like Instagram, FB, Twitter. Look at Watchanish for example. Billionaire Club is also another good shout, but for these guys you need a larger collection. If you're interested in exploring this more, feel free to contact me. From the off I feel you should either edit this code out. Diff class equals banner app site background site custom background, or diff or make the divider shorter. It adds a massive gap to your website that really isn't needed. Also add a favicon to your website. I don't have any real experience with selling watches, but what I would like to say is, I am a little skeptical about spending £150 online for a watch, never mind thousands. Site is very clean and good for 2 days work. I would change the favicon to your logo, and like said take up less white space and show more product on homepage. Off-page improvements, build a social following. Shows credibility, especially in an industry where you are selling high-end items. Customers want to see some sort of social or authority proof. For someone who has built countless websites, diagnosed with ad, coded for secret entities, blah blah blah, your answer sucks. He's asking for advice. If you have nothing of value to add, kindly move on. 1. The appearance should be appetizing, image sliders and attractive imagery. 2. A fresh angle is also needed to draw attention to your site. Make it a brand by having something like a blog, podcast or anything that extends your personal brand. 3. You should have a clear objective from the beginning on what you want to achieve with your site. Competition is hectic. If you aren't very tech-savvy with websites, I would suggest finding someone who has experience in e-commerce to partner with you. Their share goes towards the marketing setup, branding outline, hosting etc., and you do the supply, engagement and the rest of the administration to get it off the ground. I wouldn't spend $10,000 on someone who hosts a Weebly site, to be honest. You need a self-hosted platform, stronger brand presence that is uniform, SSL certificate for your website to ensure safety for your buyer, more products unless you're going for limited edition sales, which could be an option, adding the why people should buy from you, what are your current credentials etc. Secure credit card checkout, Stripe integration. Those are just small things to start off on, not even mentioning terms and conditions, privacy policies, refund policy, incorporation, tax charges on sales etc. One of the guys above made the statement of starting an email list. It's fundamentally one of the most important things you have to do in e-commerce. Good luck mate. If you sell 4-figure watches, your website shouldn't have a free website footer. That's one way to guarantee you never make a sale. Have a look at this site. I'd stop using Weebly straight away. Having Weebly at the bottom of the page makes your business look poor. Screams out to me, can't even afford for a site to be made right. I would offer a watch search service as well, match buyers and sellers and you get a cut. Also see if you can private label some sort of escrow service. You will be better off managing an exchange of a few hundred rabid watch guys, and selling a few watches a week, than just selling a few a week. The website needs a bit more sophistication in appearance. The name Dubai Watch Guy also gives the impression of someone selling cheap, fake knockoff watches. The name sounds cheesy. I think you should tell your story on your website so that people can trust you more. You could show your picture or a video of yourself. Anybody who's truly interested in buying one of those watches would want a lot more info about who they're dealing with and also about the watches. You could show more pictures of the watches from different angles. A video of each watch would be nice. Just to reiterate what's already been mentioned, if I'm in the market to spend $10K plus on a watch, I won't be buying it from someone who doesn't appear to have the cash to use something other than a Hotmail account and a free website builder. In fact, if any business I use has Hotmail as their main address, I immediately default to the supposition that he's a scammer. Overall, it's a start. And that's better than nothing. Another suggestion, build out your story. Be honest and authentic. In your About section you keep saying we. Your site's name is Dubai Watch Guy, implying it's just you, not we. Why not be honest and share your genuine story instead of putting up a front and dump the ads? You're selling luxury watches, not trying to generate 40 in daily revenue from Geo or GladSense. Again, screams amateur and hobbyist, not someone serious. Don't let registering a domain and throwing up a website on Weebly give you a false sense of success. Leave that for once you start getting sales and then scale. I've fallen too many times myself on this. With that being said, I am currently using Weebly on one of my startups and my wife is building the site for me. P.S. It's very easy to remove the Weebly branding in the footer. I realize that it may be hard to hear all of the criticism and negative feedback about your site, but just don't be discouraged. This is all great feedback and intended to help you. The people in this forum know their shit and this is gold that they've given to you for. Instead of your clients thinking these things and moving on, you're being told where the faults lie and how to correct them before you ever have the chance to lose a customer. Build, test, revise, test, repeat, repeat, repeat. And then after a hell of a lot of hard work, critiques and experience, go live. That's the value of this forum. Drop Weebly, go with WordPress, it's free. Buy a premium theme and set up a payment system. You can literally find out how to create a WordPress site using Google and could have a site set up in a day. Check this theme out. I think this is spot on. I would also like to add the typeface used in the content part of the site feels off. Should experiment with a few more. Should give off a feeling of trust and luxury. On mobile your logo is nowhere to be seen and the typeface is different, at least iOS Safari it is. Like others have said, you're probably better off going with WordPress for this. A possible ecom plugin is very good. Themes and all. Good luck. Wow, the responses from some of you guys are fantastic. I didn't expect such genuinely helpful decent answers. As later starter stated, this is exactly why I joined this forum, to correct the mistakes before I even begin. I have had zero experience with setting up websites and had to Google some of your suggestions to see what they are. I know it looks extremely amateur compared to others, but I am a complete amateur right now. I've removed the Weebly advertising at the bottom, made the logo larger, and I wasn't able to add a favicon until I pay Weebly for a package. From some of your suggestions I may leave using Weebly, but I'm not sure if I can still keep their com domain. I have written all the suggestions down and I will capitalize upon them once my finals are over in May. If anything doesn't become of this, at least I will have gained a helpful insight into web developing and how to market myself better. I thank you all for your great ideas, time and suggestions. Keep working on it. Don't wait until May. You're advertising as Dubai Watch Guy, but you won't be back there until May. Defining your location is only good if you are actually there. Will you be going away for school again in the fall? Mobile is important. Make it work. The domain is registered in your name, I checked. You own it. Hi Mike, thanks for your great input. This is my final year in education abroad, which is why I was going to just take a break and brush up on learning a bit about e-commerce and web designing on the weekends. I will be back in Dubai at the start of May and will have plenty of time to get to grips with everything. My dad was the one that introduced me to Weebly, as he does video editing and uploading, etc. I haven't enabled a business account and therefore my website isn't actually functional yet, as no one is able to buy anything. If you tried to purchase a watch, I don't think it works. Weebly wants $20 a month for fully integrated e-commerce, etc. with a contract for 2 years, I think it is. Being so busy in college, I just find it hard to have much time to make it what it should be. I have tried to make it look good on mobile, you should have seen it before, but I'm still learning how to work with Weebly, which I may change in the future. Good work. I like the overall style. Minimalistic, elegant and clean. What can you optimize? 1. Sharp, high-res logo is a must. I'd rather remove it and show the site name in plain font. 2. Reduce a big part of the white space at the top logo area. And 3. Remove the welcome to text. And 4. Replace it with your USP statement in a headline. Why should people buy from you? Why not close the page instantly and go to someone who is already a trusted watch vendor? 5. Build trust. For example, show some testimonials, show a face, customers, staff, you, add a contact phone number. Good stuff. Keep on fine-tuning. Hi Sean, how is your site going? You might find this valuable. Main ingredients a small business website should have: basic but pretty decent info, in my opinion. I won't repeat the other suggestions, but no one mentioned that a lot of the text is actually pretty much copied from other sources. I don't think you really need to have all of the description about Rolex, anyway, but I would definitely reword it ASAP because it will kill your SEO, possibly even on local searches. Someone else might be able to tell you for sure about this. Did someone mention a sharper version of your logo? That was the first thing that I noticed. I also prefer the pictures that have a white background. Since you do a lot of watch deals face to face, and you say that you plan to mostly sell local for now anyway, why not just take the shopping cart off, and have something like make an appointment for a viewing or something like that, to make it feel more exclusive, at least until you get a really nice website done. I don't think I would spend thousands of dollars on an item from that site, but I might make an appointment to buy it from you in person. Great point. I will implement that now. Does anyone know how I may sharpen up my logo? I have removed the Hotmail address and implemented a contact form which looks much better. You guys are seriously great help. I think an hour here and there spent on small changes will improve it immensely come May time. Fantastic link. Thank you. I don't know for sure, I know very little about Weebly, but it's probably just that the image that you uploaded is small and Weebly is making it bigger. It's best to have a high resolution image and shrink it to the size than the other way around. That's all I know. I like the changes you've made so far.